Well, good morning, guys. Kind of dusty, but we had just the slightest little tiny bit of rain, right? And out here checking on this stuff that we cut Friday. It's Sunday now. And that stuff, it's not cracking, it's not popping, it's not doing nothing. Nothing at all. But the breeze is up. It is cool. And I'm not really seeing anything for cloud. Just smoke in the air. So hopefully I'll be baling here this afternoon. I'd love to get this stuff baled up in as best condition as possible, especially with this alfalfa in it. I don't know how many bales will be in this little spot, but try and make them as best condition as I can, right? That stuff we baled yesterday, moisture test on that was 14, and it was dry. Those slew hay bales, those 10 bales in that one slew, those were at 14. And then I had some other stuff that was down to friggin' 12. And I had another slew that we baled. It was down to 10. It was just like powder. So yeah, that stuff was super dry. This, just that little tiny sprinkle is enough to shut us down from going this morning. I was hoping to be able to go this morning, but nope, not gonna happen. So we'll hit her this afternoon. Maybe I can get that other bull in here this morning. We'll see what this grass feels like over here. We got all kinds of grass over here. We got stuff that's was dead and like 2 years old, a year old, 2 years old. Stuff that's not as dead. Yeah, she's dampish. We got prairie grass in here, seeded down prairie type grass, orchard type grass, reed canary. Some areas it's actual slough, just wild slough grass. Yep, he's not gonna go. Needs more time. God darn it. So we will leave it alone, and I'll go home and see what the wife has to say about maybe giving me a hand to get that bull in. So let's get home, and we'll talk to you guys then. Well, I came straight home, and I came out to check and see where that other bull was, and lo and behold, he wasn't too far from the yard, so I just basically walked him right up and into the corral. He's in our feed alley right now, so I gotta get my butt over there and get him from the feed alley into a actual corral part, so he doesn't bust out of the feed alley, the rotten bugger. Of course, this gate is not positioned the way I want it, because if I know anything, yesterday when the wife was down at the barn, she set all the gates, and everything is, if he breaks out of the feed alley in the one spot, is that going to stay open? So give me time to get out. If he breaks out of the feed alley and gets to the front of the barn, then he's a gonzo. He can get out of there. So we will get him moved into a more secure location. Back in a bit. Well, there they are, the two boys that are going to market. But these two fuckers like to scrap. So I'm not going to keep them together. This guy is going to go in the next corral across the way. This is a 4-year-old. The other one's actually his daddy. He's 7. Jesus, don't get too close behind these guys. You might get hit with some nasty stuff. It's called shit. You get hit with shit. And I've got one old cow. She's got really bad sand cracks. So if I can get her in, I'm gonna ship her ass off the market too. Since we're gonna have a trailer that'll handle all of these guys without too much grief. And I've got another old cow. And both of these cows lost their calves. So I've got another old girl. There's really nothing wrong with her other than the fact that she lost her calf. And she doesn't do very well in the middle of the winter anymore. So I think I'm going to ship her ass off too. She's probably around 18 years old, this other old girl. So I'm going to walk out there and see what I can come up with. And go from there. Back in a bit. Alrighty. Fat men aren't supposed to run that hard. Excuse me. But I got her in. These 2 calves and that other cow, they were already in this corral. And the bitch that I want is that one back there. For 2 years straight, she's tested it, yes, to being pregnant, and she never has a calf. So how the hell does that work, guys? And every time that they test her, they tell us that she should calve by May 1. And she never calves. They're in the corral until mid-May, basically, and she never calves. This past year, we kept them in the corral, kept her in the corral until mid-May, and we've watched her close, never ever calves. And that is green 10. So 2 years she's been here. She is going on the bus with the bulls. Can't keep them all, that's for sure. Talked to the wife, my red mustache cow. She's got bad sand cracks. She aborted a set of twins on us. Wife says, let's just give her 1 more year and see how she does for this year and then ship her next year. And I got another old black-white face. She said the same thing. They being open for this year, they really beefed up on the grass and got back into shape. Last winter was kind of hard on them. So hopefully things go better this year for them girls. And both of them aborted calves a little early. So all I got to do now is get that cow in one of these other corrals with the bulls. And there's the boss. So we'll bring you back in a bit. They look happy. Right, guys? Hey, girls? Except for that damn Holstein. That thing's gonna get a bullet. This chunky little bellied out little friggin' red thing. Nice heifer. Good looking steer. Some of them are a little smaller, but they were born later. Like friggin' June and July. Like that one right there. That's a July calf. And this thing, she hasn't calved yet. And she said, they told us she was open. Or pregnant, I mean. But due to calve late. That's the last of our heifers that was supposed to calve right there. they told us she was pregnant, but she was only, what the hell was she? 2 months pregnant? And that was in November. She was supposedly 2 months in November. So, if she was 2 months in November, so November is 2, December 3, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. She should have calved end of August, and she's not even showing. I think that friggin' vet has friggin', look at that old thing. That vet has friggin' rocks in his friggin' head for preg testing. Who? Oh, yeah. Yeah? Well, where'd you leave him? This is the other one of the girls I said I was going to ship, but the wife says we'll hang on to her for 1 more year. She's old. I don't know how old, but she's old. I'm thinking she was at least 10 years old. She was marked 8+ when we bought her at the bred cow sale, and that was like 10 years ago. There's Sheriff. So she's sitting roughly, let's call it 18 roughly. So, well, I'm gonna get this gate open and we'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, how's it going? Here, check this guy out. There's an oldie. There he goes. And we're bailing. She dried up enough that we can go. So we's a-going. We'll try and get, if we don't get it all bailed today, we'll get almost all of it bailed today. How's that sound? So, the rain is supposed to be coming tonight. Last I saw, we could be in for a total of about 5 mils. So what's that, like 2/10? Not a heck of a lot, but 2/10 is 2/10. I know there's lots of guys out there that don't want to see no rain right now, but I'll take it just the same. Yeah, we got stuff that needs to get baled and needs to get done, but man, she's so friggin' dry and dusty and so on and so forth. I'll take the rain. Anyway, we got to jump onto the other side of this bush right here, because I got another slough back in here, little tiny tight sucker. And we'll get him bailed off, and then we move across the way to the big sloughs and that big water run and stuff. So I'll bring you back when we get over to them bigger ones. Talk to you then. Well, we're in this slough that had the alfalfa in it, guys, and how's that look, eh? There's another one there. And I just got done kicking one out, so that's 3, and I'm on the 3rd round. And there's lots to be done yet in here. So this is some nice stuff. Looks good. Look at all the green in here, right? So yeah, we're just gonna give her. As Aaron would say, give her, Swan River. Only Swan River's nowhere freaking near me. It's about 3.5 hours away though. So, but yeah, there. So yeah, there's gonna be some bales out here, that's for sure. And then from here, we'll hit the big long water run. Working like a top. There she be. I will let you guys go for now. We're gonna give her, and we'll bring you back in a little bit. Oh, hey guys, we're still playing out here. I don't know what time it is, but the bales look good. We're getting a few bales out of here. And there's a lot of green in them. I know when we cut it, it didn't look like we were gonna have much green, but there's a lot of green in that bale. In all the bales, actually. Last swipe on this end of this water run, so that'll be nice to get out of here. She's a little rough. We ain't going very fast. We're only going 4.7. Because she's a little rough in here, that's for sure. It hasn't been cut for a while, and with the water making its, as it ran through here, it pooled, and the moles and everything, there's just a little bit of rut type, like water run, where the water run the hardest, it's bouncy, and then where the moles, those little hills are friggin' kind of hard. So yeah, but yeah, we're still playing, and we'll get her bailed up here. They're still calling for rain for tonight, so I'm hoping we get her all done before it starts. We'll bring you back when I'm done. Oh, hey guys, well, guess what? We're still going. You can see that, right? There's another one. We're kind of pushing the gun here a little bit. She's wanting to rain. So yeah, we got this slough to get done, and well, there's a couple more that need to be done yet, but on the one landowner's land, Jesus, some of this stuff is bouncy. Oh Jesus, there we go. Anyways, on the one landowner's land, this is the last, well, there's one more slough after this, but that one is the one that, if you guys were paying attention the other day, I cut it, and I said I've never ever been in it, and he's never ever asked me to do it, and it had a lot of rocks in it. So that'll be the last one on this guy's property. Next door on another piece of property, I have 2 to get done. But in this little tiny spot, there's gonna be another bale or 2 in here, that's for sure. So we're at 42 already. 44. And we got to get 68. How's that sound? Just going slow in some of these sloughs because it's so rough going in and out when you got to turn. And it's so tight. You just got to be careful making your corners and stuff, right? And we did have, it's just kind of misting is all it's doing for rain right now, but that misting can cause lots of ass ache when you're freaking trying to get stuff baled dry. But she's a nice big swath. And straight out of here, so we can turn around a little wider. Oh my goodness gracious. It's rough up on top. It's rougher up on top than it is down below. Oh. Okay guys, I'm gonna let you go and I'll bring you back once we get done and we're heading into that very last one if I don't get rained out. Talk to you then. Well guys, guess what? That last slough, we got 2 bales in it. How about that? There was so much turning in that little tiny son of a bitch with the rocks and everything else. I'm sorry I didn't bring you back for that. We are done. Unless something happens and somebody says, hey Brennan, come and cut and bale this stuff. Hand cutting, baling 2020 is done. I think at this point we're sitting somewhere around 100 slough bales between the 2 neighbors. So that's pretty freaking cool actually. So, and now we just got to get everything hauled home. So get ready guys. The old Dodge, she's gonna be freaking trucking freaking bales. We got, like I said, close to 100 slough hay bales or just over and to haul. And we've got to get all this straw hauled home. There's still like 90 bales of straw to haul from that one guy's field into my yard. And then the neighbor, the guy that was farming the land on that wheat field, he asked me to haul all of his bales too. And that's he's about 9 or 10 miles one way from the field to his yard. So we got to haul all of his bales also. So there you go. Driving on down the road. A couple of grain bags. That's Cambite land right there. And the straw bales for the neighbor that I got to haul for the neighbor are in the field right next door. And then my bales are in the field next to it that we got to get hauled. So, unless I sell them right off the field. And, well, they're spoken for, and the guy's supposed to come and get them. I told him if he doesn't hurry up and come and get them, I'm hauling them home, and he's going to be paying an extra $5 for them. But, anyways, and that's the landowner himself. But, he doesn't farm the land, he just rents it out to another guy, and those bales out there are the guy that rents the land. And I think there's around 100 to 120 of them bales out there that we got to haul to his place. Anyway, with that guys, thumbs up, comment, subscribe. Let's get her done.